is Five Nights at Freddy's coming to Halloween Horror Nights. Now I know what you're thinking. This year's Halloween Horror Nights is still going. What do you mean you're thinking about next year? Of course we're thinking about next Halloween. That's all we do around here. By the time this gets out, Halloween Horror Nights will probably be done, and if I don't get this out fast enough, they might jump the gun on this video, and I'll be looking like quite the fool. But anyways, here's my predictions for Halloween Horror Nights 33 2024. Let's get into it. Let's look at the facts. Blumhouse, as you know, is the one producing Five Nights at Freddy, the movie. As you may not know, Halloween Horror Nights loves making Blumhouse movies into haunted houses. Basically, any major Blumhouse movie that gets produced will get turned into a haunted house. It's kind of just what happens. It's a Universal movie production, I think now, so it kind of makes sense. It's their horror wing of movies. Blumhouse merged with Atomic Monster. Atomic Monster made Megan. Atomic Monster has a first look deal with Universal. Boom bang bing. Now we got Dancing Megans at Halloween Horror Nights. Now I know what you're saying. Well, Five Nights at Freddy's comes out this year, and truthfully, it should be out by the time I make this video. Why wait a whole year after? Well, the people at Universal and Halloween Horror Nights tend to do that. They tend to release the haunted house for the movie tie-in much later. I assume there's only a handful of houses they do every year. This year there was 10. There's only so many spaces for these houses. And let's be honest, if it was nothing but big IP haunted houses at Halloween Horror Nights every year, I wouldn't go. The original houses are always 10 times better than their movie tie-in houses. Halloween Horror Nights is rated as PG-13. And whether you like it or not, Five Nights at Freddy's is basically PG-13. I mean, just look at the movie. That's not an R there on the screen. And Five Nights at Freddy's, FNAF, has been kind of pursuing that younger age demographic. It's turned into young adult horror, whether you like it or not. And what I think is the biggest piece of evidence to point towards a Five Nights at Freddy's haunted house next year at Halloween Horror Nights, because this year Blumhouse had a showcase showing off all the props from their various movies. Now this show was only at Halloween Horror Nights California, if I remember correctly, which kind of sucks. I would have really loved to have seen this here in Orlando, or if it was at the Orlando location, I completely missed it. Who else did they have center stage but our 4 animatronics? Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, and Foxy. I think this goes to show that they're okay with these two IPs, Five Nights at Freddy's and Halloween Horror Nights, existing together, and they believe that they can make money off of it. I think this is the most compelling piece of evidence we have that maybe this house will be revealed soon. Universal likes to release really big IP houses on Halloween, so we might be seeing this announcement very, very, very soon. Normally, they usually start teasing houses the summertime, spring or springtime, basically. June, I think. May, June-ish, they release them one by one. And Five Nights at Freddy's is a franchise that's built off of jump scares. It just makes so much sense that a franchise that you die by getting jump scared will very easily get turned into a haunted house where you get jump scared. It's a no-brainer. I'd be so surprised if there wasn't a Five Nights at Freddy's house announced this year, before the year is out. I'm predicting it. I'm putting my name on the line. Before this year is out, before next season. Let's say before next season, a Five Nights at Freddy house is going to be announced. Five Nights at Freddy's haunted house at Halloween Horror Nights is going to be announced. Come on, guys. Don't be dumb. Just do it. And another movie IP that I think we will be seeing next year is Universal's little-known horror movie, The Last Voyage of the Demeter. Demeter. The movie is based around a chapter in Bram Stoker's Dracula where they're transporting, Dracula, I think. I don't know. I haven't read the damn book. So it's taken that small concept, sailors stuck on a boat with a Dracula, and made it into a movie. A pretty unique concept, I think. A nice, it's like an isolationist horror, stuck on a bus or a boat or a train or whatever with a monster, and it kind of takes away that option of just leaving. So it's got those vibes going on. Okay, let's look at the facts. Halloween Horror Nights, they love to do houses featuring boats or the ocean or sailors or dead sailors or, a mixture of all of that. And they love to do vampires. They will bring back vampires any chance they get. It's such an easy monster to do and one that you don't necessarily need the rights for. They did this year, they did the Vamp 64, or sorry, it's Vamp 69, Summer of Love Scare Zone, where the vampires took over a hippie concert and wreaked havoc. It's a pretty good scare zone. Actually, I got some footage from it here. And truthfully, the movie was pretty low budget. I think it made exactly this much at the box office. It felt like a movie they produced just to turn it into a haunted house. It's they've done it before. They've taken some of their B-rated horror movies and turned them into haunted houses, and where they've found much more success as IP icon or Halloween Horror Night icons than they ever did in the box office. So it's not unheard of. Anyways, that's what I think. Nothing really much to say about that. I'm fucking rambling at this point. But hopefully I'm not proven wrong and shown to be a big fucking idiot. Anyways, out.